Hello friends, welcome to June, welcome to summer. It is officially summer where I'm at and it is hot. I feel like Southern California took summer in stride this year because it is 90 degrees today. It is supposed to be 97 tomorrow. I am so hot, but we are still out here. We're still enjoying the sunshine. And if you live anywhere near a beach, I suggest that you head there now. For today, we're just gonna do a quick garden tour, and then I have to harvest some peaches and the last of the garlic. So if you have been following along at all this year, I had a baby in March, and so I have not put as much time and dedication into the garden as I normally would, but we're still getting plenty of things, and two of those things this year have really been garlic, which I planted last November. It could have been October, but I think it was November, and my fruit trees, which have been established since 2020. So I figured let's just get started. Right behind me, we've got this crazy overgrown mess right here. That is just all basil, which I had the intention of pulling out, but it has gone to seed again. If you can see, that's what these are right here. These are the flower stems, I guess, and they are producing basil seed, and the flowers are really drawing in the pollinators, so I'm leaving them there. Right here that is one cucumber plant that has completely taken over that area, and back there are the strawberries. Everything's doing great, same as last month. So let's turn around and see what else is on the patio, and I'll show you what's surviving on the back hill. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is this plant that I got at a start from a box store, and it's so funny, you guys, every year with the peppers. This was labeled as a jalapeno, and I don't know about you guys, but I've never seen a jalapeno that looks like that before. So I'm pretty sure that these, it was a 4-cell, and I think it must have just been mislabeled. So I think these are poblanos, is my guess. I'll know when I taste them, but they're growing rather large. They're beautiful, but they're not jalapenos, which we really wanted jalapenos, so oh well. But they look like they're gonna be good, and yeah, there's weeds growing in here. I just haven't dealt with it. Over here are, these were potato plants growing, and then the potato plants died off because I wasn't watering them great, and all of a sudden a volunteer sweet potato came in, so that's what this is. This is actually sweet potatoes. So it's just kind of funny that there's potatoes and sweet potatoes. So I don't know, we'll see at the end of summer what comes out of that. Up here we have a handful of carrots, like a really good handful of carrots, and they've been coming in. They're pretty heavily sowed in there, and so I have been just thinning them and eating those carrots as I pull them. So like these two right here are probably too close together, so I'll yank one of those out. Now that I'm looking at this, I think I'm just gonna grab one of these now. Try to decide which one's best to grab. I think the smaller one. So yeah, they're very small, but since I'm trying to let the ones next to them grow bigger, I don't mind. Like, I can snack on that carrot. Obviously I'm gonna rinse it off first. And then I was kind of excited to show you guys the lime tree, because I talk about this tree every year, and every year this tree produces limes, and they all get knocked off by the Santa Anas. But I have a couple which are hanging on. There's another one here, and so we'll see if they hang on even longer, because we are still getting some really windy afternoons, but there are a decent handful, so I'm kind of excited for the possibility of getting limes this year. And then this is the Dancy mandarin, and there are a handful of mandarins on there. This needs to be fertilized. As you can see, it's quite yellow. Oh, and the pineapples right here are looking really good. I don't think I'm gonna get a pineapple this year. I thought I might. Ouch. But nothing seems to be coming up. When pineapples start growing, you can actually see the heads start forming in there, and I have yet to see that, so maybe next year for these two. Just a super fast update for the hill. We have onions going to flower up there. That's what those little poofy balls are. I'm just gonna let them drop a bunch of onion seeds everywhere. Those aren't green onions either, those are regular onions. And then this is a little lemon tree. There's a couple lemons on it. You just can't quite see them from here. And the top, this little tiny bush right there, is my cara, and there's like 6 or 7 oranges on it right now. But it's the peaches that need the attention today. You can actually see that one right there dropped to the ground. Oh, I see another one over there. I'll show you in a second, but the Eva's Pride peaches really need to be harvested. So this is the second time I'm coming out here and grabbing kind of whatever looks like it's ripe on the tree. Down here we just have a couple of tomatillo plants that are surviving, not quite thriving. And this is another one of those pepper plants, which is also struggling in the heat. I'm not going to shade these this year. I just don't have time. But obviously this is not a jalapeno. And here's another one over here. Obviously not a jalapeno. So we need to water those ASAP. And then over here is a cucumber plant. And you can see these peaches are dropping off the tree. There's another peach there that looks mostly eaten. I'm afraid to pick it up. I don't know what's inside of it. Ugh. So yeah, this is the cucumber plant, and there is, looks like a cucumber growing right there. I believe this is zucchini. And these two guys are pumpkins. I'm not convinced they're going to do anything because I didn't realize just how much these peaches were going to shade out this spot, so they're not getting much light. All right, excuse the weeds. Like I said, I have a newborn and no time. And all of that bird droppings is because I have an arched trellis right here, which I planted green beans underneath. So that's what those are there and there. They have not made it quite to the trellis yet, so we'll see that if they will, but we are already getting green beans. These are supposed to be pole beans and not bush beans, though they are kind of behaving like a bush bean, so we'll just see how that goes. And then right here, this patch of what looks like dried up sticks, those are the garlic we're gonna need to harvest today. I'm pretty late on those. I stopped watering them a couple weeks ago though, so that the dirt should be nice and dry to pull those out. These are pumpkins that will hopefully start taking off now that it's getting warmer. This is just a giant patch of onions. I sowed these very close together. I've just been coming out as I need a fresh onion and yanking them and using them kind of like green onions. There's a cucumber plant growing back here that I didn't know what it was, but if I come in here and show you that, that's a baby cucumber right there. So that's apparently a cucumber plant. And then here's more onions going to flower, and the kale from over here. Oh, I guess I forgot to show you the pluots, and then I'll walk around and show you the apples at the top because they're looking good. But I wanted to come in on these avocados because you guys, I didn't think that I was going to get any avocados this year because I almost never do. But if you look really close, there are a handful, see right here, of avocados actually hanging on, and I think I might get some avocados this year, so I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, and then I promised I would show you the apples. They're still pretty green, so it's hard to tell, but they're pretty loaded with apples, to the point that I haven't thinned these enough and I'm worried it's going to break the branches, but I don't know. I gotta choose my battles right now. I don't have a lot of time. Okay, so that's it for the tour. Now let's go. Probably gonna start with the garlic because that's easier, because I'm gonna run out of steam on the peaches, I'm sure of it. But I've got my harvest apron on, so we're gonna just tuck the peaches right into my apron. The garlic's gonna be really dirty, so I'm probably gonna just grab the garlic and put it on my patio table, and then let's just see what we can get. Okay, I'm quite red in the face now. That was a decent amount of peaches. and I regret using the harvest apron a little bit. I mean, it was nice because I could be lazy about it, but I regret it because a good chunk of the peaches got smashed from the weight of the other peaches on top of them. So I won't do that again, but I will eat those peaches that got smashed now. Yeah, so that's it. We've got a decent amount of peaches. I'll go in and weigh those. And when I'm done with each of the peach trees, I'm going to make a video about what I got off of my peach trees this year. My second tree, the August Pride, doesn't get harvested until August, so I won't be able to make that video until after August, but be on the lookout for that. And I'm pretty excited about the garlic harvest. That combined with what I've previously got, pretty decent amount of garlic. I don't actually know how many heads. I think it was somewhere around like 40 maybe heads of garlic, and some of them were like, you know, half the size of my face. And some of them were tiny too though. So anyway, that's it for June. It is heating up out here for sure. Not quite the harvest I normally get, but still pretty decent for not having put too much effort in this year. I'm pretty excited that I'm still able to get out here, and I really can't wait to see what July brings. I definitely will be bringing more heat, but I know I'll get more peaches. I'll get maybe pluots. I can't remember when the pluots come in. I want to say one of the trees comes in July, so we'll see. And I will take you along for that. If you want to join, feel free to subscribe. I just really appreciate that you guys came to hang out with me in the garden today. Always appreciate the company, always appreciate the input. I'd love to hear what you guys are excited about growing in your gardens right now too, or if there's any summer fruits that you're getting excited about. Peaches to me means summer. So what are you running out to your grocery store or your back garden to grab? I'd love to know. Anyway, thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye friends.